Well, hi, John. How are you doing?
Not bad, not bad.
A long time no see. How was your trip?
It was good.
Yeah?
It was good, man. Nice to be back.
Nice to be back on this side of the border.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. So you want to do a little tequila walk around the shop? It'll show you some of the other stuff we're working on and,
let's go.
and existing projects. And more to come for the winter.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Bum, bum. The engine room's quite busy. You can see by the pile of parts here. Bill's working on a Ford, and I just brought a crank in and stuff for him for another small block. And then what do we got after that, Bill? 2 big blocks, right? A 427 and a 600 cubic inch big block. So as you can see, lots going on. We'll have a little gander around here and see some stuff we've got going on. So this little beauty just came in. He's got a few problems with it. We weren't going to get involved in these sort of partials, but he's got the 8-stack injection unit on it, and he's having problems with the pedal hanging up and a bunch of other stuff. I think it's just in the cross linkage. The 5-speed, the bearing is making quite a bit of noise. A few other things. So a nice looking car, but we just got to tweak some stuff for him. We've been busy with a bunch of different stuff. There's a lot more parts that are going back on the Bronco to finish that off. We'll show you down here. Chris has been busy down here between the white Hurst holes. He got the top on it, so we're just letting it settle a little bit, and then we'll heat it up some more. And then we finally got, this took forever to get, was the 455 air cleaners that actually fit underneath the hood. So we've got 2 of them. We're gonna have to do some tweaking on the Gold Oldsmobile because the intake is a little bit higher, which is putting it up too tight against the hood. So we're trying to figure out the best way to go about that one. So you can see how much stuff's involved in these. Like they sit underneath to suck the air in through those scoops. And these cars came with the red inserts. And as you can see, normally they have a black top on these cars. But I chatted with the owner and I said, why don't we go with like a light goldish color? And he agreed, so just to do it something different. So now that this is in, we'll be able to start putting the interior, which is already made. I think they must have moved the seats, but anyway, the seats are here, and they're all done, door panels, etc. So this one isn't far off. It's coming along quite nicely, actually. And it's the same with the gold one. Same thing, it's W30, so it's got the red inserts. We're going to have to play around with that air intake on that one. You can see how much higher that one is. And we're going to polish that one and a few little exhaust tips and a few other things. And then Chris has been working on this one, this beauty. So you can see all the door panels are in. If you have a look up underneath, you can see all the roof. Can you see up there? Headliner, door panels, all the detail and the switches are done. Carpets on the other side. We're just going to move some stuff around. We're trying to squish up some of the wiring so that there's room in behind the panels. Console's all ready to go. Seats are all ready to go. So we're just get that problem out of the way, and then we can. So this one, same thing. Polish it, get it out, road test it. So there's a bunch. There's 3, 4 on this side. Actually, more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on here. And then we've got a couple next door. The Unruly trucks coming along nice. Guys have all been at it pretty good. So we got another new project in. This is a 71 Ford. So the owner has already bought a lot of the metal panels. As you can see, they're pretty hacked up. They've been tacked in a previous life. So cab corners, door skins. You can see here in the floor where the transmission tunnel and stuff is. You see all the patchwork there. So we're going to fix all that up. So this is going to be it's going to be dropped down like suspension wise. It's got a Coyote motor and everything for it, and it's going to be sharp. It's going to be I forget what they call the color. It's a really interesting green, like almost not an army green. It's really nice. Actually, a shop in the States did a show truck. It's like a bluish green color. It's really sharp. Anyways, it seems to be the route he's going to go, and possibly a gold to a bronze rim, more or less, in the middle. Going to look really sharp with the two colors. So you can see we got a couple more pieces in the booth for Unruly. That's the front bumper and the air dam, because we ended up adding a cooling system under the front for the supercharger. So we had to get a smaller unit down under the front. We'll take a look at the truck and see how it's going. Look at those fat tires. Gotta love it. It's like a girl with a big bum. Just saying. So, gotta have the booty. Yeah, so this is all looking really good under here. So we're just down to monkeying around with a few things up front here. And we're just working all that out. We've been, Dave's already put the electrical in the doors. So we've got the door glass, vent glass, electric switches for all that. So that's all done. Converter cover, a couple little things underneath here. And we've already got the seats and everything done. So we're kind of waiting on those last little few pieces, right? We got three oil capture and water overflow tanks to go in the front, and then that other piece is going to go up in here. We've just got this temporarily here at the temp lines, because we're going to have to run it underneath the bumper, so that other unit's going to sit right in here, down underneath. So we've just kind of left this way for now, and then we'll put the solid line all the way in. This allowed us to test the motor and transmission and make sure everything was good. Hey Dave, is the power hooked up on this thing for the windows, or is it disconnected?
No, it's still hooked up.
Yeah, let's have a look, Gander. I'll show you. You can see the door panels and stuff are on, the handles and everything. So what's happening there is we have a micro switch. So instead of, it looks like a hand crank. So what we have is you can just move the lever up and down. See? And then down. Nice and simple, right? And Dave just made an interesting handle for the ashtray. I'll show you. There was the handle for it was plastic, and quite frankly, looked like crap. So he came up with something interesting. Have a gander. Bullets. So that'll be cool. Get that on there. We're real close on this. Like I said, we're just waiting on a few more pieces. Going to put the front glass in early in the week. I don't know when that the cooling system's coming. I'm hoping next week. And then in the meantime, we'll make all the bracketry for the overflow tanks and stuff. And she's almost there. Be fun to get it out. See some of the other handiwork Dave did here. Made a nice little plate. And this is your pass-through for your AC. So instead of the lines being way up here, they're down underneath, out of the way. So all you're seeing is this little part here. It's the same with these hoses are a pain in the butt with these LS swaps, and they don't really make a good kit. So he's joined the hoses, made nice little centerpieces, and that cleans up the look quite a bit too. So it's all the little details that takes the time, right? And we get to go through all this again with the silver Camaro, because it's the same motor, and we're going to have to do all the same stuff again. Rad hoses and.
Well, at least we know what to do.
Yeah, we kind of learning lesson here, and we just carry it over to the next one. So, but yeah, it's looking sharp, and Mike's been pretty busy on Been pretty busy on the CUDA. And if you're wondering why this is in the background, we do quite a few parts out of Buffalo. We have a warehouse in Buffalo. That's with our American company. So what we're doing is we're doing up 2 delivery vans that'll be running back and forth. So if anybody's looking for performance parts, give us a shout, because we're basically stockpiling stuff there and then bringing it across. So we're just going right through all these new brakes, e-brake lines, and then they'll be wrapped, of course, with pictures of cars and stuff on them here shortly. So we'll show you those when they're all done. And you want to go see what Mike's doing? What you doing, Mike?
Just working on the firewall here.
Yeah, so you've been welding away? Yeah,
I was 7 pieces of firewall, but I almost got it all welded in place now.
Yep. Yeah, I was talking to Martin earlier today.
Okay. Yep.
So I said to make sure to go online, because one of the previous videos had a lot of that done. But you can see all the welding that's involved there, John. There's lots of, and then you got to grind it all, smooth it all, so that make it all pretty.
Making it all pretty. This is the 7th piece. So you'll probably see from the videos that John's been recording previously, but
yeah,
made a whole new tunnel for it with more clearance.
Yep.
And we got a left and a right side clearance for all the AC heater lines, all the heat sensors off the block. So if you ever have to change it, you don't have to pull the motor out.
Right.
And because we did the modern wiper assembly, you got to have access to that. So once this is all welded in, we'll have the final cover to go on top, and you'll basically have a fully encapsulated firewall.
Yep. And with the modern wiper system, it works with all the electronics that's in the car now. So it's very time consuming. People think, you just motor goes in and that's that, right? It's not the way it is. So that's why you get into hundreds and hundreds of hours on these cars. And that's why the cost is so high. It's not like you're manufacturing something and it's the same car over and over going down the assembly line. It's all hand fabricated, one-off stuff. I do not know of anybody that's done one of these. Like, a lot of guys are just putting Hellcat swaps in them. But this is more than just a Hellcat swap. We have all the original wiring. We've got the independent rear end. We've got the custom spindles that were made for the front to adapt the Challenger big rotors and calipers. There's a lot of extra work in this car that normally some guy would just, plunk a 5.7 in it and away they go. But this one is taking a lot more time, right? But it's going to look real sharp when it's done. Voodoo Violet.
Voodoo Violet.
Voodoo Violet.
That's the color?
Yep, Voodoo Violet.
It's going to look good.
So it's going to look black. And the minute the sun hits it, you're going to see that violet purple. It kind of goes with the era of the car. So it's going to look real sharp outside, because as you're walking around it, you're going to be able to see that violet. And then with the contour of the body and stuff, it's going to look dark in some spots, violet in the other. Pretty sharp. I'm hoping he goes to Mopar Fest with this next year.
I think he will be.
Oh, I think he will too. He go show off and strut around there for a while. But yeah, it's neat. We love this stuff. And some of the customers are just great to deal with. He's one of them. So we're lucky that way.
For sure, yeah.
Mac, Phil, Martin, we've been real lucky. So anyway, big project. I'll let you get back to work.
Get back hat.
So the Chevelle I was talking about earlier, that's this one sitting here. So what we're doing is we're just finishing off. There's one little piece in the hood that's got to go in. And then because of the wild motor that's going in it, parts are sitting right here for it. We've got an extra booster that holds pressure. Because the cam's so wild, you can't get vacuum properly for the motor. So we just said, well, we'll just do that here for you. So that's going in the next couple of days. Like I said, we got the piece in the hood and a few other things, very small stuff, and then it's going to Toronto. So when it's down there, like I said, they've already got the drivetrain done. So they're going to put that in, get it running, and probably tail end of the winter it'll come back for polishing, etc. So it's a nice car. They're hard to find. As you can tell, he likes to drag race. Anyway, stay tuned. Next week, you'll probably see a few more ready to go. The ones that we showed you earlier, the Vet, Oldsmobile, stuff like that. We're getting real close. We're trying to get a bunch of them out of here before the weather starts to turn. So in the next 4 weeks, there's going to be a big hustle here, trying to get them out. And we've got a few real interesting ones coming in for the winter. The 68 Charger. We got a wild 1,200 horse Galaxy 500 coming in. And what else have we got? There's just so much stuff. There's a couple more Cobra builds. So stay tuned. Have a good one.